Я сижу на сочинском пляжу и на воду синюю гляжу. Вдруг ко мне подходит хренотей, синяя фуражка на бекрень, а документы требует найти и куда-то требует пройти. Пошел нахуй! Пошел нахуй! Пошел нахуй, пидорас! Пошел нахуй! Пошел нахуй! Пошел нахуй, пидорас! Я в районе солнечном живу, и я люблю зеленую траву, но пришла по почте хренотень, что прийти я должен в тот же день. Пишет мне зеленый человек, что сказать не буду я навек. Пошел нахуй, пошел нахуй, пошел нахуй, пидорас. Пошел нахуй, пошел нахуй, пошел нахуй, пидорас. И я по свету белому хожу, и я простое счастье нахожу, но стучится в двери хренотень, принесла мне белый бюллетень, требует, чтоб я голосовал, за кого начальник приказал. Пошел нахуй, пошел нахуй, пошел нахуй, пидорас. Пошел нахуй, пошел нахуй, пошел нахуй, пидорас.
Good fucking morning, base. Today's day. Все вовремя, все идеально по времени я подгадал. Короче, сегодня гамаем в Disco Elysium, продолжаем легендарное прохождение. Ни во что гамать не будем, пока не пройдем Disco Elysium. Я уверен, нам осталось еще, ну, может быть, половина от того, что мы прошли, возможно, чуть больше. Потому что там сам сюжет пробежаться 30 часов вроде как, я отыграл 15 пока что. Это 6-я часть. Несмотря на то, что я гамал во вторник, день назад, через день, я все равно все забыл, на чем мы остановились. Мы вроде хотели опросить водителей, которые тут стоят. Может быть, мы что-то еще сделаем. Собирать тару на улицу. Окей. Кстати, я этим не занимался. Я бутылки практически и не собирал даже. Может быть, стоит этим заняться. Собирать бутылки. Это еще нужно ее найти, она не подсвечивается. Вот это да. Так, сейчас я чат выведу. All right. И что я собирался делать под конец стрима? Что же я сказал? письмо выкинули. Нам нужно будет к AORUS сходить. Так, ладно, короче, обозначаю план на следующий стрим. Вот оно. Нам нужно будет спеть в караоке вечером. Здесь. Потом нам нужно будет сходить к AORUS, доложить, что мы письмо выкинули. Потом поговорить с водителями. Вот уже час. Я думаю, там пока с ними мы поговорим, уже будет вечер. Так, что у нас еще по заданию? Будем ждать Кима, получается. Окей, я тут уже не знаю, что мне делать. Короче, как-то так. Ну, go к AORUS сразу. Доложим ему темку про письмо. Работяги, что тут наши бунтуют под бафом. Тут где-то я видел бутылки, прям очень много бутылок. И их надо пособирать. Look at this. Просто склад бутылок. У меня пакет может переполниться от этого. А, сейчас, кстати, подсвечивается. This.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads René Arnaud.
Рене Арну, вот она, вот эта будка, которая фейковая, чисто рабочее место создать Челиксу, который нам подарил медальку. Он Рене. Вспомнить бы еще, где эти бутылки сдаются. И вот этот сверхразум, я думаю, мы достаточно прокачались, чтобы сейчас этот сверхразум нам раскрыть. Можно, наверное, потестить. Убедиться, дверь открыться, это риторика. Что касаемо риторики. Минус риторика. О, this. Лыжная шапка от Фаун. Окей. Главное, чтобы тут ничего не было. От минус риторики. Ладно, this is it. Мы готовы.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Look at this.
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for a review. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to...
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange.
Now, what can I do for you, good sir? Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time anyhow. My name is Rustam Theodor, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are? Pleasure to meet you, Harry. Public service is a noble cause. Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly? Oh, interesting. I've made quite a few real estate plays over the years. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money. Smart, you know? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising where extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois. Don't get me wrong. They are nice things. But once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space...
He speaks from the heart. He has very different problems compared to low net worth individuals such as yourself. For example, no problems at all.
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that. To be perfectly blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
And low. Actually, at the level this guy is, it takes several generations to do that. But, alright.
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really. Precisely, Harry. You know, I hear people talk sometimes about economic equality and fairness and all that kind of stuff. But tell me, where would we be without liberalism? In caves, whacking each other with bombs. A nightmare scenario, a world of slavery and violence. Which brings us back to the essential truth of modernism, where we are right now. The freedom of mankind can only be derived from the free flow of capital. It is truly, it's almost entirely carefree. It really lives.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
What do you mean? Are you talking about my chin? Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our vice visum itself statistical key. In essence, it says that when an extremely low net worth individual meets an extremely high net worth individual, some of the laws of physics cease.
Yes.
Among other things. But calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire. That's good. Sure. Let me check my pockets. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this? Yes, I'm sure. You know, maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan.
These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on ludicrous proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's totally dead in the water.
Окей. План инвестиций, который обречен на провал. Разложить надежный план инвестиций.
Thanks for stopping by. Welcome back, friend. What can
Обречен на провал. В чем мем?
welcome back, friend?
Вот этого, что ли, обезналить, блядь? Чтобы этот челик с голой жопой остался.
Friend, what can I do for you?
Пережить план инвестиций, который обречен на провал. И вот что? Почему тут 2 плана? Разве я это нажму и у меня не прокнет этот план тогда? То есть я заруиню вот этот шанс. И тогда я предложу мозгри шанс? Или что?
Welcome back, friend.
Ну, можно паролить. Потестить.
Welcome back, friend.
Deploying high concept buzzword generator. All systems function. It's time to disrupt the future. You've got to stay lean, innovative, and focus on what matters most. Steal the union boss's idea, add a twist, and present it as your own. Very capitalistic.
A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center?
Place to train buff kids. Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
think about the future, but when the center have a more economic focus.
Угу.
Brilliant. Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff in the future? When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return in this?
You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now. Good work.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities. I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the years around of seed funding? This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground.
Cha-ching! What'll it be? Speed? Vodka? Cigarettes?
Remember, it's not a handout. It's an investment. And I expect to see returns.
Surely. Если я никакое задание не принял, значит этого не существует. Значит я могу ничего не делать. Yes.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man. Oh, that one. Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bore. We're on a strike. No, not everyone, but Titus and his boys got into some drunk like what, mister?
Ну ладно, это ненужный нам типок. Пусть он тут как хочет.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... To hell with it. Every worker is white. Now, what can I do for you today? The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a bright future. You're in my inner circle. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
Hear that? You did it the honest way.
По чесноку все сделал.
Signatures, and now he's happy. Well done. Finally, answers. Ask away, son.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done. An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway.
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Harry.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the DeBarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls us...
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Окей.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces. You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, Harry, we reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include Harry. Imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there.
The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that.
Damn right I am, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as she is one day. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
A true flash of anger in him, as he thinks of her.
Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that. Glad you asked. I've got type 2 diabetes because sugar and fat was all my mother had to give me and my brother Edgar when we were kids. Good job too, as it made me ugly. And ugly people, Harry, are much better at politics.
That is true. People don't trust pretty people.
Why, a war, of course. Victory, Harry. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war. Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men. Or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste. Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait, is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people, and fuck, well, yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance. Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying.
Actually, no, it's not.
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening. Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trade? Now you're being stupid, Harry. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Summer and Isola. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefit and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole. I'm an old-fashioned guy, Harry. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share, and I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez. Yes, of course. And while you're doing that, please go ahead and also tell the Wild Pines. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez. Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steal well. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight. Harry, the future I have in store for Martinez will have all the macho aesthetics you love so much. The crowns, the guns. I will even slip in a skull and bones for you.
Oh yeah, skull and bones. Skull and bones on a Revacholian flag. The Revacholian Death Squad. Oh yeah, the visual image has completely bedazzled you. You're 100% with Everard now.
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't have done it without him.
The guy, huh?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know. $2,372, plus yours truly, of course.
$2,373 is a sizable contingent for a...
We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about... You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big time mode, Harry. Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and GameRock today. We have united the RCM and the DeBarders Union. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. I'm always happy to... Very nice. Mega rich light bending guy. Oh my god. How did that get in there? Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega rich light bending guys. Honestly, Harry, we might be moving a spot of drugs through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega rich. I have a reputation to protect.
Секунды, походу, синхронизированы с секундами на компе. А, нет. Они тут медленнее идут. Или быстрее чуть-чуть. Быстрее они тут идут. Вот эти тиканье. Наверное, 0,9 секунд.
Harry, it's beginning to dawn on me that you're a real fascist. A mega fascist who imagines mega rich light bending fascists. I love it. Thank you for sharing this facet of yourself with me. I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Мусорка. Ну ладно, с какой-то стороны птица это тоже квест, а деньги у меня появились. К тому же я теперь не бедствую, у меня есть бутылки.
Aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work. We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. We'll take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny nest bunk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is. Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Odd, out-of-place colonial reference there, Mr. Scab Leader.
Wait! They might go home eventually, or get drunk. Leave the access panel unguarded, or the company sends someone to reason with them. Unexpected situation, but we hold the pressure on until someone makes a mistake. Then it's we strike.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you? No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, GameRock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territory. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It's a long time ago. When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. Fine. It was probably nothing. A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy grab. The windows are clear. They've been recent. A lorry stuck. The woman still has.
Where am I? Who are you? Then I don't suppose you could tell me where we are, Lowman? Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Method, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel until you came along, that is. Someone was. This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you. His head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick. This man's got a hold over her. Even 50 years later, you can feel it.
He was the biggest star. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema when I came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole. Diamonds? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like bad hand.
Bad hand. Hermenegildos' bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. Then what were you getting at? Why would I want to do that? Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, and the U41A. What do you think they take? No, Lowman, diamonds.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras. I would never make fun of a real Lowman, Herife. Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the great plain. Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to on the western plain. It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the western plain. Don't be stupid. The boyadero returns from the western plain a changed man, one night. As he and his beloved are out walking along the river Margaret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down. No. The boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him. You have to understand, a true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant. What do you mean? Because I'm one of the best communers around. That's why. I bear roots no one else will. The Monosov's land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas do Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly. Irmao. I already am dust. Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, but those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me? Then what's your deal here?
So much for subtlety. Better get straight to the point.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man. Ah, man. But those days are behind me. Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Yes, it's like trying to trick a person into doing something criminal that they'd never do. So you do realize entrapment doesn't work if you announce you...
So much for subtlety. Better get straight to the point.
Not me, man. Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo.
A rhymesmith. This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of working on these rhymes clearly leads to muscular atrophy. Make sure you don't...
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions. Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Your best.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
Whoa. What else? Silent communion. That's good. Dang, that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself. Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours. Fucking hey. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their art. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it. I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page. Oh, high grade number.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. But they usually get shipped to Grad in the Oxides. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo with wood piles and all, but I can't...
There's no denying it. Your body needs to fit.
Wood piles and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch of some good performance wear. The man taps his fingers.
И чё, мы нихуя не узнали. На самом деле. А вот тот чувак, расист, он кто, бля? Он тоже водитель?
Looking for something, Rond? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Drugs? They are shit, man. I don't let anything... You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Sapre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here, and they know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial...
Perhaps it's good to agree to get him talking. He eyes you wearily, unsure how to respond. Damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be...
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics and the wheeling in rags. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say there is a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Sure, I'm sure. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
No, it's Ruby running this ring, like Titus alluded to. But play along for now. Find out what everyone knows first. Sea-Link is your next lead.
Силень.
Guess so.
Кто это? Силень. Сейчас бы помнить это все. А, это тот, я понял, кто это. Да. Он тоже типа барыга же, дальнобойщик, хз. Развернул тут палатку, наверняка и у него и драксы есть. Может быть, получится его на Адену раскулачить заодно. Хы. Hi, my name is.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin, unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale, or at my home, or on my person. That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater. No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm okay. Maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd. Crowd, you know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
There you go. A witness with corroborating evidence. It's Ruby.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved.
No, it's still Ruby. Interesting that he doesn't seem aware of her existence, though.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now?
He's aching to get back to his usual shtick. All this whispering is bad for business.
I don't know. I told. All right. Where? You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Блин, засейвится какая-то ошибка.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash. Keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco. Very cool.
You find your hat.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand. Buy second hand. Keep.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Купить. Go.
Super cool. Now the premium lifestyle is yours, officer.
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical...
The junk is yours, officer. Happy listening. Try not to hurt your ears with that.
These once mighty speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable...
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. So you did. Now put them on and look at them, officer. Make the people jealous of your premium lifestyle.
These once...
No, don't look at the... No, don't pity them.
Смотри, они 30-ку стоят. It's a beginner. Окей, тут очки еще были.
Shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Ну, у них не очень, типа, бафы.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? I don't want to talk about that.
This guy knows Ruby, no doubt. Just play dumb for now. Get everything out of him you can.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Ah, emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way. Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again. Maybe she dyed it red. Titus said Ruby's hair is red.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much. That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out. Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me too. That she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her. Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be...
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then, acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out. Push Tommy and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? I don't know what you're talking about. He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another honest lorryman's job. Talk to him. I don't know anything. Listen up, fuckwit. You don't scare me. You cubs don't run Rivachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run shit. I ain't saying nothing.
Isn't saying nothing saying something? Or did I just blow you?
What? If you don't know, I ain't telling you shit.
Сумрак. Let's get it.
thing on.
Men like this only respect to time to turn up the volume.
Fuck you, I told you.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is. I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days. Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now leave me the fuck alone, okay?
Объезжать кабину, принадлежащую женщине грузовика рядом со статуей. А у этой не добавилось приколов случайно? Не. This one.
This screen found A to Z contemporaire is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. This is the one he pointed to, the green lorry. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and two steering wheels. The door is locked. The handle looks shiny with a key or a tool. Like, good thing you have one.
Ключом, бля. Давай разъебашим.
Screen found A to Z. With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar. A glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice.
Welcome to GameRock.
The window shatters and drop the smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of ADD-RGB from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of these formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache. The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s. Of one of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. Wait, this actress really does look a lot like Glacia. She may have been right about this ruby after all. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver. The peculiar frequency tableau indicates that at least 128 stations have been saved on this radio. Not without the dial key, no. Unclear. For contacting an entire fleet of lorries, for example. This must be the nerve center of a well-organized operation. The ghostly actresses and the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat and the oddly bulging seat. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here. A hammer, but one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip. Matching one of the footprints found from the crime scene, which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. She is, yes. You should talk to Titus about it. Now you have some concrete evidence. The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a pull-out toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. Close the rusty old lorry door. Your job here is done.
Окей, возвращается к Джойс. Потом у нас появилось новое задание. А то, что мы увидели на фотке классе, из-за этого не появится новый диалог случайно? Я бы зашел, проверил на самом деле. Сначала подлутаю бутылки. Без кима не хочу. Без кима не хочу. Вот это все проходить. Лучше, конечно, его дождаться.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than...
Какие-то приколисты стоят. Кто это?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Of course he does.
Word of the end to come. Okay, fine. Let's talk.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
I'm just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are.
I just want to do my job, that's all.
officer.
Шурли. Так, получается, к себе я уже не зайду, райт? Все еще могу зайти. Угу. Тут, например, у меня не подсвечивается ничего.
The window stands broken. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and so.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't...
Wait. Ну эмпатия, блядь, эмпатия. Эмпатия.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad?
It's not Kuno.
Oh.
It's Kuno S. Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no...
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
Idiot. You bungled it up. That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to say. You should understand.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away!
Бля, ну и хуйня анлайкичная.
Kuno's like Kuno.
Блять, или еще хуйню эту наролить надо.
Kuno's like Kuno's.
He's on your...
Kuno's like Kuno's.
He's on...
Я не просто так навыки качал. Мне нужен результат.
Like Kuno's.
He's on your...
Kuno's like Kuno's.
He's...
Да, да, блять, верим.
Kuno's like Kuno's.
He's on...
Kuno's like Kuno's.
He's on...
Kuno's
Мне интересно будет, что я то еще скажу.
Kuno's like Kuno's.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But what? She put...
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got it.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You can...
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer. Fucking yeah. Kuno knows you don't want to face this right now. This dark shit. Kuno faces this shit every day. Makes Kuno's skin crawl. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in fear. Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah. Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Yeah. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We did...
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Ну, я уверен, что можно было его все равно разговорить, даже если, типа, хуйню заролить, но все равно.
got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner. Every time...
You know this. The body goes into a kind of revulsion shock. Murder hangover. That's what it could have been. Kill the kid. Yes. Makes them look for a quiet, dark place and just hibernate there. You must have been her first one. You only get it on the first one.
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home. She's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S. Two of a kind.
Cause she fucking looks like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was Psycho Killer. Fuck knows. She says it's the Song of Air people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris.
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
На подхвате, блять. На подхвате сосет. Ну, первый ответ хуйня полная. Ладно, парень, что это значит? Типа, I'll be back из Мощадка? Ладно, давай на подхвате сосет.
Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her, you threaten to...
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously.
Манипуляция своего рода, yes.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand?
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
All right, now we can do business.
He's breathing heavily. That took something out of him.
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno!
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Hey, Cooker. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
О, нифига себе.
Here, pig. We're falling now. Performance buddies. Kuno could already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's gotta throw his dirty popo man at it. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half the speed. Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too. Like half. A baggie, but like in this vial.
That's half a gram, sir.
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not? Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening. Sure, confiscate it for Kuno, and you can...
So half of a half is a quarter, right? We're probably talking about a quarter gram here.
Kuno's violent dad's got Kuno's key, so you need to fuck your way in there. Go to the pier side, bang on the door till the cleaning gimp lets you in. That's how Kuno does it. Then you go to room 12 and kick down the door, police violence style. That's what Kuno does, and then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Бля. Look at this. Look at this. And look at this. Yes, I am. Привет, Артём. Они твои в ASUS. Здорово, Диман. И не твой убым ASUS. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Вот это да. Вот так жестик. Убейте отца Куна. Не обязательно в скобочках. Я как раз хотел туда отправиться на самом деле. Сейчас приду, пойду искупаюсь, давай.
A construction code violation if there ever was one. Guess so. Just be careful out there. One false step.
Ну там что, ничего нету, что ли?
sturdy metal door. The door rattles again. But this
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No. I'll go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east. A sturdy metal door.
Stop banging on the door. Doesn't matter who I am. No. Go check the
backyard door. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the No. Go check
backyard. The door.
Stop banging on the door. No. Go check
backyard.
Yeah, you bet.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see. I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. Sod off, pig man. Art is above the law. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, and I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginable. We rarely see pigs round here, though.
She wants it to be something true and total.
Yeah? What are you gonna do? Climb up here?
I don't condone the idea of using physical force on her. She's a girl.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone. What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military grade handwear. Look cute as heck.
Could that girl have been little Lily? It's not a bad place to start.
Could have been her. Small kid with giant white armored hands. If you've seen one of them, you've seen...
There weren't any other small girls in the village.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Yes. Здесь надо будет еще граффити нахуячить.
An ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Блять, концептуализация.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Ну ладно, паролю чуть. О. Nice.
It is sublime. All the other walls on all the other houses must make it. Oh, wall father. Your loss. Farewell, snow-flecked wall at the end of the world.
Надо было граффити какой-то нарисовать, что-то какой-то феникс там, что-то такое. Я припоминаю.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. He's
not looking for any trouble, officer. There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat. He keeps stealing looks at the neighboring window.
All right, but make it.
Что-то он мне скажет, приходи потом, чувак, что-то будет такое.
By God, this young man has the body of a decathlete. His lithe form was practically made for vaulting over the high bar.
Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. I have to run. Occasionally. Why? No, I just like to look good. Trust me, I'm not a team player. My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinez standards. Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular type. Last week? I don't know. Look.
A downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of the scene. He's deflecting. He's young with a sharp memory. He hasn't had time to drown it in booze and chemicals.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows of eye.
Help you? No, no. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtain? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Камень, лежащий прямо у входной двери.
A stone, like any other. There's a key beneath it. Looks like it could belong to the building. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached.
Ага, это наша квартира 12-я.
This door has been closed with a pad. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid, better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far. No reply. This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle... A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged... Seems like a good guy, judging by the moustache. By the way, doesn't he kind of look like he... Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them. You hear someone walking around. The walking stop a poor...
Do I have to open the door? Did you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open...
Later then, entering this door seems a physical challenge. It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any... A poor communard.
Do you have a warrant?
Later then, entering... It's generally...
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much...
Go ahead then.
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the...
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these halls. If you could call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. Tune to a talk show.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so funny about it?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of
28, значит.
He's usually home in the evening. Ask away, policeman. People come and go.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you? Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans. I don't want to talk about Deweeters. Addicts. All of them. And sometimes I hear them screaming. They don't like me cleaning behind their door. Think I'm listening in on their fights.
So she doesn't. Not after that one time. It didn't get physical. She heard something she doesn't want to hear.
No one likes them in this building. It's only because of the kids they haven't been. I don't like talking about those people. Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. The symbol of what now? I don't believe in equality. Never seen it work. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More.
She mumbles some kind of a response. A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until the wind blows through your hair. The sea breeze cuts around you, high on the balcony, as you stare over the edge at the sea. The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. But this is where the damage came from. From somewhere in the inlet. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean. Those arches acted as support for something only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took at underwater, iron helmets have sunk deep into the sand and the mud. Helmets of soldiers, and their finger bones too, and clavicles, littering the ocean floor. From the eyes of a seagull, a nest of brown hair not worth the 50-foot dive. From a pedestrian on the dock, a rugged man staring out to sea, mere feet from fatality. From a guest on the balcony of the whirling in rags, a silhouette imposing enough to be seen at a distance. The chill is bracing. The salt hangs in the air.
Нифига мы тут ADD лутаем. Вот это да, блядь.
Piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are. Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's...
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? This shit is pumped out of government...
She did it herself. Pumped it out. She's proud of it too.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo. Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner. Does anyone in a city like this?
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it.
Yes, I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
The inspiration will come to her once hell is set loose on the streets. It's too calm right now.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
Ну, синяя нам нужна, чтобы получить краски, когда мы примем квест с вот этим граффити на стене.
Why does art inspire you so much? Is it, yet your eye constantly seeks out the most critical side of any aesthetic confrontation. You follow in short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agent. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and pathetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop. Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Забыть мысли за одно очко, блядь. Хуйня какая-то. Не проще ли мне купить еще здесь? Или мне дадут одно очко, блядь? Блять, засейвиться, затестить, что ли? Да, они у меня пиздят очко, блять. В чем мем вообще? Может, что в чулане еще есть? Да не, вроде ничего не пропустил. Надо было ей спиздануть, что я у нее украл 7 баксов. Как они там, сентимы или что-то такое. Так, мы идем разбираться.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here, light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. There's a satisfying pop as golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the...
In the bottom right corner...
From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
Угу. Ну, go. Нам хватит.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. The star and antlers was even today, half a century, you see noble aims, but also mounted the price of idealism. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. It should be easy.
Да, он что?
A shabby door hangs oddly on snip. Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere. You can just go in now. Phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Don't wait. Celebrate. Blast that shit right. Blast it before you face the beast. Deruita. You're go-
Да не, нахуй его убивать. И он у нас бомбанет, что-нибудь там рейджанет. Типа хули мы там что-нибудь. Или будет меня поджидать. Я рассчитывал реально на файт. 28 вот это, скорее всего.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Number 20, no one answers. Looks like he isn't home. You should come back tomorrow evening, after 2100.
Завтра вечером после 9. Охуеть. Тут ничего не поменялось.
There it is, the most beautiful of walls. The wall waits mutely.
Бля, все-таки нам придется ее прекраснее делать. Тогда как в следующий раз к нему пойдем, попиздим с этой Сидни, как ее там, Сэнди, бля, Чикс. Yes.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed. Is she such a working class woman?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read. It is. I know you are. What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people by carrying things?
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working? Yes, but... no. Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
What? Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing. No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not missing.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
Классика.
No, they're at a disco, getting down. Stupid disco dancing teenagers.
What? That's just... my daughters are perfectly fine. They're almost...
What is this doubt you have then? Something has happened here.
Вот мне нравится, потому можно прохожим всякую хуйню вообще говорить, полный бред. На них срываться, а потом нормально проходить.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here. I don't even have a cockatoo.
It's a trap. Never ever say what.
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing. Great. Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in...
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Какое-то секретное задание про какаду.
The tips of her fingers look rough, stained. The woman before you nods.
Прочитать про какоту.
The display rack is brimming with water. This is entirely complete. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all.
Чё они такие дорогие книжки, бля, ёпта.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. I suppose it's all over now. Just a door? This place is curse detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, of course you would think that. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself, some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the company.
You should get back to the furnace. Make some noise.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs. Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to the curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease. It's the curse.
Пойдешь выполнять задание, возьмешь еще 10.
Ruin and bankruptcy. But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you.
Sounds familiar. She nudges her glasses, anxious and tense.
It must be these very spells and wards of protection that keep me safe from all the ill and wicked. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words. Such raves may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Духи прошлого, Вадим ZX.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Yes, the Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful.
The woman before you the GameRock shuffle. In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the GameRock shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from GameRock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows? Maybe one day the orb de montagne, the holy scepter, and the cocaine skull.
О, годнота. Тут я, наверное, все контейнеры уже, блять, открыл.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective. A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover. Its beak slight.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious. Oh, a nature enthusiast.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest found on the Seminole Islands, and this book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introducing some of them. Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk, and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers. It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun. Often not great for the neighbors. This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink, in the words of poet-explorer Sir James Ford, despite its banging name, the Bang Bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you? You're right, Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it.
Создать персонажа Дима Киселев, да. Шурли. Суперзвезда. Ну, сколько можно, нахуй? Ну, мне нужен еще навык. Как я могу все так осилить? Я не могу все осилить. Вот, у меня, кстати, через минуту появится новое озарение. Дымоход какой-то, блядь. Сделать стену еще прекраснее, это я знаю. Приходите к квартире 28 после 21, чтобы проверить, если кто дома. Ну, среда. Было написано 20 вообще, а не за... Было написано еще, вернее, завтра после 9. А не сегодня после 9. Ну, можно тогда затестить после 9 сегодня сходить туда. Так. А чё касательно какаду? По-моему, у меня какое-то было задание, разве нет? Или я его выполнил? А, я его сделал. Я какаду, кстати, королевский.
Excuse me? I don't know. The most talkative one? The what now? You truly are one strange cop.
Юля, съябываешь. Ну, посмотрим. 80%, что да. Может, даже чуть больше. Например, 82.
Trite, contrived, mediocre, milquetoast, amateurish, infantile, cliché and gonorrhea-ridden peon to conformism. I fucked me. Affront to humanity. War crime.
Какой-то я кал изучил. Минус координация, руки трясутся от ярости, насколько все дерьмово. Пассивные проверки консолидации дают +1 к 1 боевому духу и 10 очков опыта. Все выплаты заберешь и съебывай. Ну да, база трейд. Я сейчас хавать буду. Я тоже сейчас достримлю еще минут 15. Тоже буду офать. Сегодня долго я гамую, я уже много чего прошел на самом деле. Я в ДС, вы. Но я зайду сейчас. Лута свитчера, удаляй нахуй его. Для бабков, которые смотрят на клавиатуру, когда печатают. А если ты будешь какие-нибудь прошаренные слова писать из из этого, в смысле, из букваря нашего, из словаря, оно же там вообще все переделает. Мозгришь.
What Kuno means?
Kuno means gram.
Wow, that's heavy. There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honorable like that.
Может да, но можно в исключение добавить, и оно не будет редачить. Бля, ну это вообще хуйня. Что-то там исключение, хуйчичение там. Там этих исключений может быть столько, ты намучаешься, блядь. Возможно, ты напишешь какое-нибудь прошаренное слово и больше никогда в жизни его больше не напишешь. Ты никогда об этом не задумывался? Есть такой же пузырек из носка. Под его кроссовками держи. Вот тут вообще даже больше половины, кун, пиздец, честный, потому что... О, чеснок.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans.
Yeah, we got plans.
Yeah? How are you still standing, pig? You sneak past him.
Я убил твоего отца, Куна, блядь.
What is this shit? He's fucked up on roids to drink more. You can't kill him. Kuno's dad says he'll die by his own hand. Die suicide style. What? Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately.
Kuno window.
Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up and... Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Go out wet.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit. Fuck right I am. Now get your nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think cause you brought Kuno 1 gram of speed you're friends now? Turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is...
If he doesn't stop soon, he's going to collapse from exhaustion. He's ready.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
You can guess.
Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink. Fuck that shit. Kuno's gonna move underground. Lead I am shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking castle.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
Yeah, pig. This shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Так, вот, значит. Зловредная сущность, которая живет в дымоходе. Вот это да, блядь. Вот это да, блядь. Сущность, которая... Сущность в виде гномика.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its...
Ой, я, кстати, сейчас могу штангу поднять.
Barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head. No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers. It's just a memory from another life. Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless.
Хрень какая-то. Дымоход?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Пнул котел и промочил горло.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside. A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the ring. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, still, it's good to have this dirt on you. Real men wear coal.
Сажа на втором этаже, блядь. Подожди, второй этаж.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old
О, если я... у меня плохая монтировка. Я шурли.
Only the black cable is plugged into the breaker.
Я вышел отсюда. Как подняться здесь на второй этаж?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind. Inside, a secret room infested. It means there are firearms, front loaders, still lying around Martinez. This would have been good in our case against Ruby for Titus. Too late for that now, but still might be useful down the road. This is a good find. Really justifies coming down here and looking around.
Мне дали ачивку за доверие Кима, то что слишком жесткое доверие ко мне у него. Лучший копья типа. Я уже ее изучал. Что за дымоход и второй этаж? This? This. А там что, блять? О, мне кажется, я тут не был. А эти банки я могу забрать? Нет. Лук. Труба. Hi, my name is.
I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. So what kind of dye are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for that. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. What do you mean by cursed? Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die. Great, see you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else? Nothing really. I didn't know him. Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known.
I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. It's just capitalism. We only hear play sounds, the bookshop lady. I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the... You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million real business idea, Yet somehow I've survived.
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of source.
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointing, but I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Blaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Трепет.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They were a big hit around.
You wouldn't like it either. Laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
You're right. It looks like you haven't let anyone near your hair in a long time. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing
Gym.
a community project created to steer
ГУМ
away
эвакуирует.
from drugs and crime. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even.
You should have known it. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
$7.
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be. Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get.
What does she mean to get off on it?
Good call. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists...
Скукатория для зумеров, скукатория будет. Ты просто не вникся. Мне лень это все читать, озвучивать, пизду. Это на 20%, наверное, замедлить мое прохождение, если не больше.
Yeah, the Attila didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in... And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin and, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
They were made by a company called Slipstream.
Все знает.
They pivoted from making rotor blades to skis. Their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula.
Пой 2 скоро выходит. Я Пой 1 еще не прошел. Я остановился на каком-то там 8-м, что ли, акте.
The usual, I imagine, that he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them. But Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no...
They were just props. Why return them?
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw 2 of them in fisticuffs. They certainly took their work very seriously. Even if they seemed to be chronically late. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
And so is producing something extraordinary.
Something strains her face before she looks up again.
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by 2 guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came. Eventually, Ravenshaw Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't doing his best, I mean. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it mega.
Sounds cool. Scary, but cool.
Megatherion, a mega wild beast. Oh, I totally didn't. Anything else? Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center.
If the Whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Yes, I've heard it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure. Before my time. I'm not surprised.
You know, this is something the cafeteria manager might want to know.
My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, fluorography, trick track, especially pinball. I don't know this guard, but something tells me he won't. It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for a year. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore. Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you? A prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity. Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure. Sure. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified.
Так, мне кажется, мы к ней еще вернемся, блять. Трепет. Что такое трепет? Есть ли у меня трепет? Или 8% мне ролить?
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a...
17% not bad. Not bad.
Oh, it's you again. Are you... Oh, it's you again. Are you... Oh, it's you again.
Блять.
Oh, it's you again.
Ты заебал.
Oh, it's you again.
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de...
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a dip.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the east of the commerce center. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan. It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try it. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about that. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending, or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
Okay. Никаких гарантий. Alright. Бля, наконец-то мы с ней пизделись. Тут, оказывается, все это время был проход. Так.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be a novelty dice maker. Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain?
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to? With the narrative she's built herself, it does need to. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Oh, how horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse? What does that mean? Are you certain? Oh, but who am I to question your methods? All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course. Thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore.
She so badly wants this to be over. She would have believed anything. It will only last a day or two, a week tops. Then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again.
Окей. Ладно, короче. Значит, тогда будем заканчивать пока что. На сегодня. Оверворкинг все равно похуярил. Уже 20 минут лишней гаммы. Yes. Так что оставим все на 7-ю часть. For sure. Не буду обозначать какой-то определенный план. Будем смотреть все, что в среду сделано. Мы помним еще то, что я не спел вечером. Мне нужно будет еще вечером сходить туда на пирс, короче. Это вообще пиздец. Мне нужно поговорить с тем курякой. Потом с Кимом будем суету наводить. Короче, до хера дел. Вот, все, в общем, сейвлюсь. Сохранить игру. Бэкап. Ну тут всякие автосейвы есть, так что похуй. Так, в общем, вот так вот, да, все. Сейвимся. И будем заканчивать на сегодня. Будем на сегодня заканчивать. В общем, тогда I'll be back. I'll be back. Фильмощадка, I'll be back. Я думаю, в субботу мы продолжим. Да. В эту субботу стрим должен состояться, я считаю. Ну, пока что нет каких-то предпосылок, чтобы его отменять. С той-то субботы все понятно, там ебатор канал был. Но вот с этой, думаю, пока все all good. В общем, все, тогда I'll be back, I'll be back, I'll be back. I'll be back.